me about the Mappa fight. These men were hating on Mappa. What now?
They've been absolutely blessed
These men were
in the
hating on
past
it.
few years by Mappa with one amazing show after another. But what is the Mappa effect?
We know what it is, mate. We know what it is. People start hating on it. It's like with everything in life. People start hating on you. And once people realize, oh shit, let's just follow the trend. People are liking Mappa now. They completely switch on Mappa. Simple as. People are like, Chainsaw Man's too CGI. Hell's Paradise comes out. Hell's Paradise comes out. What now? What now? Hell's Paradise peak. Shit. Peak. What's gonna come out? Jujutsu Kaisen. What haven't they done wrong? Like what? Like Mappa. What else do they have to prove to people in such a short span? They've also doing Attack part 1 and part 2. I'm pretty sure. And what the part 1 final season highest rating I'm pretty sure Attack has ever gotten since season 3 whatever. You get me? They're demons.
To understand fully what the effect is and how it works, we need to go back to the very beginning. It all goes back to exactly 14th of June 2011. On this very day, Studio Mappa was founded by the one and only Masai Maruyama. Masai is a pretty big dog in the industry. He's also a co-founder and a former producer of another massive studio named Madhouse. Which was all founded all the way back in 1970.
This man was like, fuck that, bro. I'm the CEO of Mad. Well, not the CEO, but like I'm the head of Madhouse. Like when it comes to the directorship, bro, fuck it, man. I want to make more money. I'm gonna just create my own studio.
In total, he created 3 studios, making him very successful. He created Mappa so he could have a more laid-back workplace environment, compared to Madhouse, which was already very successful and in turn created a stressful environment with high expectations. It also gave him a chance.
I don't think he really anticipated how big Mappa would be. Them bitches doing overtime. Come on now. Yeah, their whole entire studio, the amount of shows they have done in such a short period of time. Again, overworked, man. Unless they have millions of fucking employees.
And to work on projects that he actually wanted to work on. It was Masai's passion project in a way.
Wait, on Parasite?
The name Mappa actually stands for
Madhouse on Parasite.
Animation Produced Project Association.
But what the hell?
What the hell?
Took over for the final season of Attack on Titan from which studio, which is probably when most of you first heard of him. We should probably be very grateful for them taking over, animating the show, as no other studio was willing to take on.
I can't lie, I really tapped into Mappa when I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. And Chainsaw. And Attack, to be honest.
If it wasn't for them, I doubt we would have even gotten the last season. But you never really know these things. As you know, things did come up. Some people complain about the style change.
We're rubbish, man, when it comes to timing.
Much more desaturated than previous seasons. Small problems that most people could overlook.
I think it was amazing.
Personally, I nearly didn't even realise the change between seasons as I was binging it one after another, just fascinated by the plot
just like me.
and on the edge of my seat. Of course, Attack on Titan isn't the first anime they worked on. The first one was in fact a movie named In This Corner of the World. It wasn't a usual anime movie you'd expect. It was about a young girl who's married off to a man she barely knows, as she's struggling to get used to living in Hiroshima during World War II, right before the bombs were dropped. I don't want to say anything more, as the movie itself covers some interesting topics from compassion to perseverance and how it portrayed war from a different and lesser seen perspective, that of everyday people. Most of you would find it...
Wait, anyone that hasn't watched A Grave of Fireflies, watch it right now. That's what I have to say. That shit makes me like, bro, it's literally about Hiroshima. However you say it, Hiroshima and the bombings. Like, that shit is so sad, man. A beautiful movie.
Interesting watch, to say the least. Of course, things did come up and there was delays, but eventually 5 years later, they finally released it. And it ended up
5 years!
10 wins and 11 nominations. So I guess you could say that it did end up doing pretty well. Masai Maruyama set up Mappa in the first place to escape the corporate pressures and restrictions he had been experiencing at Madhouse. This was the case at first, but very quickly the company brought in success.
Wait, they done Dorohedoro. And they have been, oh yeah, I forgot they done Vinland. Bro, that's in a couple years, chat. Just deep it. Wow. And now Shibuya Arc's gonna come out. Oh my god, the amount of bread they're gonna make is crazy.
Which attracted more productions, increased the workload, and meant the company needed to grow. You could say that Mappa became the very thing it swore to destroy. In 2016,
they are the biggest, I would say, studio. Actually, no, Ufotable is. I can't even lie. Ufotable, they're different. When it comes to just animation, I will give it to Ufotable. Like, yo, if on September 27th, yeah, if they, when they release Berserk Volume whatever it's 42 or some shit, yeah, bro, if they say that it's like a studio like Ufotable animating Berserk, I'll drop to my knees and cry, man. I swear. I'm like not crazy shit, but like, bro, you don't understand like how amazing this show is.
Maruyama decided
Berserk
that
is
he
just
wanted to
peak,
step away from Mappa. He was 75 years old at this point.
Now imagine if it's fully adapted as well.
All he wanted to do after all is to work on his passion projects and be more stress-free. He formed another company called Studio M2, so he could still work on projects closer to his heart in a more relaxed manner. He decided to hand over the control of Mappa to Manabu Otsuka, who's still the CEO up to now.
Well, just casually made 3 studios that were hella successful. Oh, it is a huge youngest, man. What the fuck?
From that point on, Mappa would only become more and more successful, with taking already great manga and creating anime adaptations of fact were very well animated.
Facts.
Instead up to now,
Yuri on Ice I haven't watched, most probably comp, even though I don't.
oh, they took.
I don't even like. I mean, ice skating is very aesthetically pleasing. And then they add that to an anime. Beautiful. They made banana. Wait, Mappa made Banana Fish. Yuri on Ice. Rage of Bahamut Genesis. Terror and Resonance, I heard, is very good.
On plenty of projects, from Kids on the Slope, Terror and Resonance, and many other names. The very first project from Mappa that saw insane success was Yuri on Ice. This anime wasn't just a success in Japan, but it also caught the eyes of many people.
I might have to add that.
It follows the story of a figure skater named Yuri, who loses a competition and falls in love with his coach. It's a pretty zesty show, but clearly made for the female audience. The show went on to win a bunch of awards and became the most successful media franchise in Japan in 2017. Around this time, reports started to come up that the working conditions in the studio during the production of the series were far from great, with very tight deadlines and things getting quite messy. These rumors would continue to pop up in the near future.
That's literally, that's Mappa, and yo, there's so many things I see on TikTok or Twitter when it's like you see an animation, a fan-made animation, and it's like the meme like don't let Mappa get a hold of this guy or some shit. That's just how you know they're the top studio right now, because that's all. No one else but Mappa. That's all they say. Don't let Mappa.
Released Banana Fish in 2018, which would only solidify Mappa's name in the industry. The show itself had zesty undertones once again.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
But the main themes and highlighted issues were drug use, gangs, murders, and pedophilia. Topics you rarely see in any media. And of course, because of this, the show went on to see great success.
I swear Paprika's about that shit.
I recommend it as it covers very serious topics, and because of that, it's a much more interesting watch from your everyday shonen anime.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out.
No! Yo!
What the fuck?
Hey, what?
Shortly after this, Mappa really got the gears turning and started the streak of taking on many great well-known mangas and throwing them into the stratosphere.
Yeah, this run they done right here. Wait, Mappa done the first Vinland Saga season 1 as well. There's no way. What are they talking about season 2?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they done season 2, not season 1 as well. Yeah, they were in their bag. They're in their bag right now.
And not only in Japan,
they're most probably gonna, if they get one punch. Oh my god, chat. Yo, if they get one punch, it's over. It's over. Mappa officially. You can't deny it, bro. One of the best studios, but I don't want to know their. I want to hear their environments, man. Like the amount of deadlines they have to get to, like. You better be paying them good money. You get me for that.
But everywhere.
Baby, like, you better be giving me blows for that shit, like. Oh shit.
Mangas into basically household names around the globe, which is what I call the Mappa effect. The first manga they did it with was Dorohedoro. This manga on its own was already well known in Japan.
Okay.
But of course, as the Mappa effect goes, when the trailer for season 1 released in January 2021, it spiked everyone's interest worldwide.
Okay.
Then when it actually dropped, it skyrocketed even higher. Since then, it's tripled in popularity and hasn't dipped.
Wow.
Of course, this was just the start. They did the exact same thing with
Jujutsu Kaisen. Insane though.
Very popular in Japan.
Shibuya!
Shibuya
chat! Shibuya in a couple days.
And managed to stay relevant since then. Even with the breaks between seasons.
Oh my god, I can't wait, man.
Both Dorohedoro and Jujutsu Kaisen release dates are 9 months
It's peak,
apart.
I'm not gonna lie.
It might not seem like
Jujutsu
much,
Kaisen
but
is
keep
peak,
in mind
bro.
they worked on both of these shows at once, and not to mention a third one.
Really?
Which is actually a pretty small anime you probably haven't heard of, and is pretty underground, called Attack on Titan.
Man said pretty. Wait, they done all of them 3 at once? They done all of them 3 at once? Oh, no, they got it. I mean, they got it, chat. They got it. Yo, Mappa got it. You got even, yo.
It goes the same for this show. Of course, it's already had the steam that Wit Studio brought with it, but as you can see, Wit Studio just doesn't have the same effect, unlike Mappa. This spike right here is where Mappa dropped the beginning of season 4. Of course, it's not all Mappa's work. The source material is absolute peak, but Mappa's work only amplifies the show to a whole new level.
It's because it's Mappa now. Mappa's the go. Yeah.
Then over a year later, they came to drop
give it
Chainsaw.
to me. Chainsaw, the best
Surged in
ever.
popularity as they teased the first trailer, but the pattern continued. We all know a manga being animated will bring attention to it, but it's almost never as big of a deal
Yo!
when Mappa does it. Right after Chainsaw Man at the start of October 2022, they didn't waste any time with season 2 of Vinland Saga. Releasing
Oh
it
yeah,
at the
they
very
were doing
start of
back to back to
January
back to back.
2023.
I was like, yo, what the fuck
Vinland
is,
Saga
what are they
already had
on?
previous hype, just like Attack on Titan.
They're gonna be animating every. They're literally gonna. Oh, hey, fuck every. They're gonna say fuck every studio, bro. We got this, man. You get me? You guys are taking too long to release. Yo, I'ma take it under my arm. You get me? Fuck them. Yo, we got this. I'ma carry you, man, on our back. I'm gonna carry you, man, on my back. That's what Mappa is saying right now.
But as history goes, it didn't amount to the Mappa effect. This brings us to now, and Mappa's most recent release has been Hell's Paradise. As always, the Mappa effect worked like a charm, and honestly, this show had the biggest increase I've ever seen out of all the shows.
I love Hell's Paradise.
Although it's not all
so
sunshine
good.
and rainbows, it's common knowledge that the workspace in Japan isn't the healthiest to say the least. I'm sure you
We don't
guys
worry
see
about that.
photos
We just worry about the anime. We just want the anime. I'm sorry.
of businessmen in Japan just passed out on the streets from drinking all night. This is a result not only from the complete stress they undergo day in and out, but also Japan's networking culture. In their world, the more you drink, the more trustworthy you are considered. Which of course leads to these types of photos popping up pretty frequently. Jokes aside though, it is a very serious problem, and of course includes the animators as well, where they're overworked and sometimes even underpaid for their work. During last year and coming into this year, rumours started to pop up that Mappa is crunching their employees. They released Chainsaw Man Season 1, Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, Vinland Saga Season 2, and Hell's Paradise Season 1, all in the span of 10 months.
Yeah.
That's 29 hours of
What they do?
quality-
What are they actually doing to their workers? I want to know, because that's not normal. Alright, we're getting blessed, yeah, but that's not normal. Come on now.
anime released in that time frame. And that's not counting the last episodes of Attack on Titan, which are set to release sometime in October this year.
1 hour long
It's
episodes.
official that they're working on One Punch Man Season 3.
Wait, that's official, bro. That was just speculations now. Come on now. Alright, be serious. Wait. Be serious now.
Which hasn't got a release date just yet.
That's cap.
So yeah, it
That's
might
cap.
just be that they're being overworked.
Help!
I love the memes, man. The rapper memes.
Help me!
But nothing official has been released at the moment. Either way, I hope the best for our dear Mappa animators. As you can see, the Mappa effect is very much real, and will probably continue to affect shows for the better or for worse as Mappa continues to animate them. They truly have been dominating the anime industry recently, and it doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon either.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for making it this
That's
far,
real.
and if you had a good time, hit that like, it helps me a lot. And I will see you in the next one.
W profile bit though. What the fuck? Got homunculus.